Hey, I'm Trish Rock, and this is your weekly empowerment inspiration. I want to ask you this question. Who is showing up in your life right now to shine a light on the beliefs that you are clearing or have the possibility to clear? And you may say, well, no one. People are just triggering me, or people are just pushing my buttons, or people are annoying me, right? But nobody shows up for no reason. Nothing is ever random. Nothing is ever random. And if you can really empower yourself to ask this question, it will change a lot for you in your life. So over this past week or so, and actually I work with a lot of clients with this because this is something that I've gone through in my life as well and continue to grow and evolve in. But over this past week in particular, I've had many conversations about, this is your belief coming up to be cleared. Who is showing up to shine the light on it? Because so many people are stuck in the blame, right? We get stuck in the blame of somebody else making us feel a certain way, or somebody else not changing so we can feel a certain way, or somebody else doing something that doesn't make us feel a certain way, right? But here's the thing, we can't change other people, and other people aren't there for us to change, right? Other people are there to shine a light on us. They're there to shine a light on whatever's triggering you. They're there to shine a light on the love that you feel. They're there to shine a light on whatever it is that comes up inside of you when you're around those people or that person. So obviously if you're in a toxic environment, or if you're in an environment that's not safe, then that's not for you just to sit there and go, oh, well, this is shining a light. I mean, no, that's something different. This is what I'm talking about, is your everyday kind of interactions with family, with friends, with workmates, and really getting caught up in the drama of it all. Now, back in 2009, I was caught up in the whole drama of life. And I just thought everybody around me was to blame for my unhappiness. It wasn't my fault. It was everybody else's fault. If only they would change, if only they would do something different, then I would be happy. So I sold everything and left the state, right? I wouldn't advise that. But only to find myself a year later in a house on my own, with nobody that I knew where I'd moved to, and still feeling miserable, and no people around me to blame anymore. And that's when I understood it was me. It was me, and the people around me were showing me the way forward, not the way out, which I took. They were showing me the way forward. And it's a being in a present moment daily kind of thing that we really have to be vigilant and aware of this in our own lives, because it's very easy to get triggered. It's very easy to put the blame on someone else. But most of the time, and especially I think in this last week or so, with this energy that we've been in about fresh starts, regeneration, transformation, our old beliefs and beliefs that we didn't even know we had are really coming up to be looked at. And the people that perhaps are triggering you right now are bringing that up into the light so you can see it. So a far more empowering way to really be in the present moment and to work through these days. I say days because that's the only thing that is real right now. Yesterday's not real. Tomorrow's not real. right now, Israel. So the most empowered way to work through that right now is, instead of the sentences or the statements that we make of, I wish they wouldn't do that, or I don't, I wish they would change that, or I wish they were better at that, or didn't do this, or were different in some way. A better statement is, oh, why is that bringing that up for me? Because you're bringing it back to yourself then, taking full responsibility for how you are feeling. And when you can get into that energy, when you can get into that mindset, the people who come along and shine the light on the old beliefs and the old stuff that you don't need anymore, they're truly a blessing. You can see them as a blessing rather than someone who is, creating stuff in your life that you don't like. We are all here on our own journey, guys. We are all here on our own journey. We don't know what someone else is here to do or feel or expand in. We don't know. No matter how close you are to someone, we never know. The only person we know about is ourselves. And judging somebody else or criticizing somebody else because they're not making you feel the way you want to feel it's like it's just like banging your head against the wall, because the only person who can choose how you feel is you, and you've got that power every minute of every day of choosing how you feel, no matter what the situation. And when you can choose how you feel and you're in control and you're in charge and you're responsible for yourself, then you can make a really empowered decision from there about how you want to move forward. Whether it's out of that situation, whether it's away from toxic people, whether it's accepting the people who are around you, who are loving you in the only way they know how, because they've got their own shit happening, right? Everybody has got stuff happening. And even some things that feel like it's personal for you, it's really not. It's the other person expressing their fears. So this week, stay in the moment. And if you find yourself in any type of blame or any type of, gee, I wish they would change so I feel better kind of conversation in your head, bring it back to yourself. Okay, how can I change the way I feel, and why is what they're saying or doing bringing up these triggers for me, and what is that old belief that they're shining a light on? And from there, you can then either, seek help from somebody who can clear that belief, or you can just more fully understand why you're triggered. And you can choose peace, and you can choose calm, and you can choose to be your own empowerment. I hope you have an amazing, empowered, beautiful, aware week. Thanks for watching.